with the Czechs as in a matter of discipline. Certainly confirmed that he didn't speak their language.
Martin, I honestly can't believe how much trouble the Czechs are having from any ball that's played into their box. One of the characteristics of their game is very, very ultra good defenders. And at this moment in time, every ball... Dare I say it, it looks very much as if they're trying to commit suicide at the back. A game that they should be winning comfortably.
Here's Barmosh. Given away by Panenka. Given back by Iosifides. Kozak. Here's Panenka again. Now Vizek, as the Czechs try to work a shooting position with Nahoda. He tried to turn when there was no room to do so. Just to pick up your theme, Ron, it's been reported in the Italian press here that Roma are very interested in signing Ondrush. And I wonder if they've got representatives here tonight.
Well, knowing how the Italians like defenders to be very, very good defenders, I wouldn't think they'd be over the moon about the lad tonight. Having said that, I think it's fair to point out, without a big crowd being here, I think there are probably players in the Czech side that may be suffering from the little bit of lack of atmosphere that's around at the moment. It would seem a little bit strange to them, I should imagine.
Well, all the atmosphere is favouring Greece, with their own supporters and all the neutral voices on their side. Here's Masny. Across for Barmosh. Nahoda is waiting in the middle, so too is Panenka. It's Vizek who's trying to pick a way through. And the linesman on the far side, David Richardson, signalling that it's a free kick to Czechoslovakia. With 5 minutes to go to half-time. Curled in by Panenka. Might come for Vizek. Panenka again. Vizek again. The Czechs trying the central route, but finding it blocked for the moment. Kozak. And here's Anastopoulos. For Kostikos. Mavros is in the middle, but Kostikos, as we've seen, has always wanted to try his luck. In the end, running a little too far. Terzanidis. Anastopoulos, who covered a lot of ground to receive the little ball in from Kirastas, and causing more problems with his willingness to take men on. And I think that's a quality that everyone has been talking about that was certainly lacking in the opening round of games, but things in this European Championship now really coming to life. Lichka, a little ball inside, and it wasn't a very good one towards Ondrush, taken up by Terzanidis. And just too long for Mavros. Do you think this problem, Ron, with their goalkeeper has generally unsettled Czechoslovakia at the back?
It may well have done, because in the first 15 minutes he didn't look at all safe, and bearing in mind they probably feel that they were cost a goal by their keeper on against the Germans. It's not helping them to settle, but I think there's an awful lot of casualness between the two central defenders.
Well, here's Masny trying to inject something into the attack, but failing to do so. The Greeks, in fact, were out here for 10 days, staying at the hotel now occupied by England. But they're caught again on that far side by Vizek. Nehoda is in the middle. If Vizek can slide it across towards him, and he couldn't. And in the end, Firos got it out. And Greece nearly punished in the manner in which they conceded the second goal. Jurkovic. A good positive run here from Masny. Brings the Czechs a corner with under 2 minutes now to go to half-time. Nehoda in the middle. Masny right in on the line. And again, they work it short for Jurkovic, who got power this time, but not accuracy. And a wry glance from Pat Partridge, because the ball didn't miss him by too much.
I think the most pleasing thing about the first half, Martin, has been the performance of the little number 20, Anastopoulos. He's shown a willingness to run at people, willingness to beat people. And for me, he's been as entertaining a player as we've seen in the championships up to yet.
Only in the side as we move into the last minute tonight because of the injury to Ardizoglu, but rather because Panagoulias, the Greek coach, wanted to go for a little bit more experience in the opening match. Livapinos beaten to it by Kozak. Here's Vizek. As the whistle goes for half-time, the first half that... Yes, welcome back to Rome, and we were saying at half-time too, I think, Ron, that we feel that there'll be some more goals in this game. But can I put you on the spot? You've been going on about Anastopoulos and his qualities. Everyone's buying foreign players now. Is he the sort of player that West Bromwich Albion might be interested in?
Well, I think what we'll try and do after the game, Martin, is see if we can smuggle him out with us. On a more serious note, certainly, he has looked, as I said, he's looked certainly as good as any front player I've seen in the competition up to yet.
It looks as though, in fact, the Greeks are making a substitution at half-time. The number 10, Galakos, who made a brief appearance in the game against Holland, is on. And we're just checking to see who the player is who's gone off. While we do that, Ron, about the defensive disappointment, really, in the Czech side.
Yes, it's been incredible, really. I would expect Josef Venglas to have had...
Who's gone off to be replaced by Galakos, who's gone into midfield, although he plays for his club, Olympic Piraeus, as a striker. Another look there at the Czech side, but the reminder that Berger, the number 18, has gone off the field and has been substituted by Lichka, who's wearing 13. And it's Lichka there with the header, but he was pushing in onto Galakos, and the free kick goes to Greece. Galakos, whose first name is Elias, but is known to all the other players as Mike. So Kapsis playing it forward, and it's Galakos who favours his left foot, who was trying the shot. Livapinos. Taken up by Panenka. Lichka breaking ahead of him. Here's Kozak. Nice interchange between Barmosh and Vizek, and Barmosh going on until Kapsi stepped in. Here's Mavros. Kostikos tussling there with Jurkovic, and the free kick goes to Greece. Galakos, back for Iosifidis. And now Firos. Cut out by Gurk. And taken up by Lichka. Trying to play it early forward for Nahoda, who'd made a good run across. And it goes behind for a goal kick. The 3 English officials fly back tomorrow, although, of course, Pat Partridge might come under consideration for refereeing the final, should England not get there. He made it clear to me before the game that he hopes he isn't in the reckoning and that England do. Here's Panenka. A little shuffling stride of his. Getting it back from Masny. Panenka again. Trying to work an experienced triangle on that far side. But here's Iosifidis. For Firos. Galakos. Anastopoulos losing out to Gurk's challenge, but he's such a lively little character that he's won it back again. Mavros doing the chasing, but it was always in vain.
Full marks to the Greeks at this moment in time. They're playing now basically with three defensive players, and they're pushing everybody else forward. And certainly, since the onset, the Czechs haven't really been able to establish the pattern they had just before half-time.
So Czechoslovakia go forward again with Jan Kozak for Gurk. Here's Kozak once more, and Masny. The Czechs putting their passes together a little better now. Nahoda is in the middle, but there's a little bit of overindulgence around the edge of the penalty area. Anastopoulos. And this is Kirastas. Mavros ahead of him. Anastopoulos as well. He was looking for Mavros. They really are showing some resilience. And it may be even more surprising when I tell you that when they were over here preparing in Asti, they lost to a local representative side in a full-scale practice match.